My name is Brad Christian. I am the best would-be president for America. Okay, so this issue, next issue here about vaccinated versus unvaccinated in the military. It says the article more than 260,000 troops not fully vaccinated. Many may face discharge. There's a way I look at this. First of all, that is a detriment to the fighting forces, and I acknowledge that. And people with sense, people who think about it, if they've not thought about it before, can acknowledge that. Because you create sickness in the ranks, and if you fall ill or die, that of course weakens that fighting force. But there are solutions, because I am not for so easily discharging, whether it's 260,000 troops or 20 troops or 10. Because to me it's an issue, one, that many people have unconscious. They don't feel very comfortable with it, or simply they just choose to refuse. Well, I can accommodate that in a sense. You know, I may not always be as accommodating, but for this one I've kind of decided already, as the best would-be president for America, which I am, by the way, vote for me. But there's more than one solution. Number one, you can divide the fighting forces. For example, when you go into a foreign combat, the unvaccinated go to one area. The other unvaccinated people go to a different country. So that way, if you're unvaccinated, you're with a group that understands now you could fall ill and it could spread and it can get very bad for you there. This is just one solution. Okay, but the idea is still to win. Hopefully that won't happen, and come out winners in a good fight and for the right reason. But, I mean, it could happen. The second solution is you can mix the forces in one battle. Like, we'll take Afghanistan. Both sides go to Afghanistan. Both sides of the issue. But you have to have tactics on correctly. You have to divide those forces correctly. Or I won't go into too much detail right now to give away too much, for reasons, spreading too much information out there in the world. But that's another way of looking at it. Third, it could stay at home here in America. If there are state issues, state areas of service where soldiers are stationed, for example, it won't hurt us on the battlefield as America, who goes out sometimes with our foreign policy there. So these are three different ways to look at this issue, and a record of that here. I prefer that. I don't want to let soldiers go out of the military over that. I don't want to reduce pay necessarily or benefits. I believe that an exception or two or three different ways of looking at this, like I said, can be found. The exemption can be found quite easily, where you don't even need your religious exemption paperwork. You can scratch all of that if I was around too right now, because I'm able to, and I feel like I'm flexible enough to work with you and develop something within the military, our military. So I feel that can be done smartly for us, we the people in the military, and by thinking this through. So those three different areas, I mean, there may even be more. And so that's all for now. Those are my feelings on this issue. The end.